welcome to Phatt Chat. I'm your host, Brandon. Joining me on my left is Josh. Josh, how's it going?
What's up, everybody?
Sweet hat, dude.
Thanks, man. Really old hats.
Yeah, it's a little torn up. It's really cool. I like it.
It's got character.
It's funny, is I actually have two of identical hats. This is my work hat, and then I have one that's very perfect. It's still black, and it's my best hat.
What's cooler than your hat is your sweet new tattoo on your
You
arm.
can see I got this little stick figure guy. It's fine with my arm.
Shadow the Colossus inspired.
On the far right, we have Mr. James. How's it going, James?
Fantastic, guys. Good to have you back as well, and I'm doing real good. Thanks.
Thank you. Of course, yeah. No, glad to be back. It's been a week. You guys held it down here really awesome, so I thank you for that. And then of course, Zachary. How's it going, Zach?
Sure.
I like your hat. That
I
might
like
be
your
my
face.
hat.
I like your shirt.
That might be my shirt.
No,
That
no
that
way.
could maybe be his shirt.
Yeah, I like your shirt too.
Thanks.
I like that we're matching today.
You don't wear your hat though.
I didn't wear. Okay, I wore my hat all week,
You debated it.
and everybody knows. Okay, everybody at least here knows. I don't wear hats.
No, you don't.
It's not something I'm normally comfortable. I got that sweet UB30 hat, and I was like, done.
He rocked it the whole time. It was really
all
weird.
week. It was really cool.
weird.
I really like it. I've actually been wearing it a ton, even like I've been wearing it to work, everything like that. So it's actually been really cool to kind of change it up a little bit. I feel like it fits me a little bit more than everything else. So no, but I didn't wear it because I didn't want us to match too much with beard, shirt, hat, all of that together. I thought it was a
Oh,
little
but you guys are so
overdone.
cute.
First of all, our beards do not match. Mine would consume yours.
You would absorb it.
I would absorb it into mine.
What if they fusion danced?
What color would it be?
It would look like Jason Vandenberg's with a little bit of
It would
whiteness
have
on the
right
side.
at the end of it. It would be like it would look like a black and red fox on a face.
What's our power level turn into?
It wouldn't even be our. It wouldn't even
Like
be our final
3.
form.
3.
Maybe
I can
4.
accept 3.
Maybe
That's
4.
pretty good.
Yeah, but that's of course it maxing out and looping back around to 3.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Of course, right?
No.
No, he's thinking we barely get
That's not
off
how
the
power level
ground
works. Like,
and get to 3.
it only keeps going up. I mean, don't you watch the movies?
I mean, you know.
I am watching Dragon Ball Super right now, and it is
you?
legit.
I've been thinking about it. How
You don't need to think about it. You just need to do it.
Pretty boss.
It makes me like want to go to the gym every day, and the minute I step outside in this weather, I regret the gym decision. So
Oh, trust me, I'm running in this weather currently. 'Cause I'm
Yeah.
getting fit, and it
If-
is the worst.
If you
Yeah,
wanna
it
lose
is.
It hurts.
If you want to lose any weight at all, come to Arizona right now.
Just sit
and
outside.
just to stand
walk.
outside and just
Yeah.
walk.
Sit outside. Don't even walk. Just stand.
Yeah.
Yesterday here in town, it hit 118 in some places. I believe another place in Arizona topped out at like 121.
Yeah,
correct.
Phoenix.
Correct.
Absurd right now.
Yep.
So anybody who's dealing with usual weather, just love what you're in right now. It does suck though because we just got back from E3, obviously, and it was
Beautiful weather.
74 degrees,
Yep.
The
overcast.
whole time.
God, it was
So good.
Obviously, though, this is where we would normally do the news of the week, but we kept you up with all the news of the week right through our YouTube. These guys back at home held it down. They were giving you pre-shows, post-shows. They were streaming the whole conference, everything like that. So you probably didn't miss anything. So what we're going to do here, instead of giving you the news, which is just rehashed old shit, we're going to rehash old shit just by talking about E3.
Do it.
Yes. So you guys were here. Like, what was your experience here? I know we set the war room up here. The studio turned into battlegrounds for sure. How was it here, you guys?
It was very warm. A lot of sweaty dudes in a room.
Yes.
There was a lot of stuff going around. It was rapid fire, because if you were watching live, you'll know that as soon as the conference ended, we were in seats. Hey, welcome!
Immediately.
Immediately, and we did our pre-show, which was the 15 minutes lead up. It would stop. We would we have a TV in the studio. We'd watch the entire conference. We're writing notes down.
yeah.
As soon as it ended, we were in the seats ready to go, and then we got it done. And then after that was done, we were cutting it, throwing it up on YouTube, and we
Monitoring the Facebooks, the Twitter, all that stuff at the same time.
As far as Twitter goes, I blame this jerk here. So I haven't tweeted almost at all. And this guy got me hooked. And then I met all you super awesome star players. And y'all were like, we all got Twitters too. So now I tweet like a million tweets a day. So if I annoy you with Twitter, just tweet at me. Because that's where I'll read it. And be like, quit your shit, Brandon. And then I'll probably tweet you some random GIF. And it'll be like a sad face, like Pikachu crying or something.
Or creep at you.
Yeah. So I don't know if I'll actually learn. But we got to hit E3. Zach, what was your experience? How'd you like it?
We hit it like a brick wall. It was what you see on Twitch, YouTube, whatever you guys use, and even watch us. Like, it cannot sum up what is there. There is nothing you can do to be able to prepare yourself for that. It was intense.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Even then, like, because we got exhibitors badges for everything, so we even got that early time before everybody else got in. Nice. As soon as everybody else got in, it was a shit show. It's like Tidal a zoo, wave. Literally. You're just like, oh, this is a great game. I'm going to play that. Get stomped on by some guy 3 times your weight, moving you over. Just, it was ridiculous.
If anybody just watched the new Game of Thrones, slight spoilers, like 10 seconds, it was like Jon Snow in that one scene. Just trampled.
Way to be vague.
Way to be vague.
I tried.
Yeah.
It's all right. A horrible reference.
It was
Let's
like
go
the
with another
Battle
one.
of Carthage.
I like that.
There you go.
No,
it was
good.
like the Battle of the Two Towers in Lord of the Rings.
There we go.
Helm's
100%.
Deep. It was Helm's Deep.
It was Helm's Deep.
And
it
you're the wall. Everyone else is the orcs.
Wait for sunrise.
Pretty much.
Just that one guy just running up and he's got something.
Instead of winter is coming, there should have been hashtag like
neckbeards.
what do they call when you're just viewing stuff? Not exhibitors, but just participants are coming. Like
Yeah.
E3 participants are
100%.
coming in waves.
I'd imagine it was slipping. There was a lot of people there.
Oh,
Yes.
it was a little
dude, big
ridiculous.
time.
I saw some of your guys' videos. I mean, I was back here editing some of them and having to edit out just the white noise of people talking.
It was
My
pretty
God.
intense.
So, on that note, you guys, we have a couple of solid champs here. There's, of course, these guys who cranked out a bunch of video. Josh was a whiz and helped us out with a lot of our audio, but there's also a lot of people behind the scenes that you guys don't see on an everyday basis. They actually do so much here. We wouldn't be able to do this without them. So I want to make sure that they get that shout out as well. Make sure you just tweet at Phatt Gaming. Even if you tweeted us, we'll tweet it at them. But make sure you show them some love because they do so much work, and it means a ton to us that we get to do this. We get to have a lot of fun to do this, and we don't have to like stress out, make sure that the stream is up. We don't have to make sure that everything's working correctly because they're behind the scenes doing that for us. So it means a ton, you guys. It really does.
Yeah, sometimes till 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They work their butts off.
100%. So you guys, though,
I'm still waiting for a challenge.
you're still waiting. Oh. All right,
We'll trade next time. You go out in the field.
Okay.
Okay. No, I'm
Like it's
just be
even
prepared.
that. I was just like, I wish I had something to edit with.
Yeah.
I want to go back into my shell.
So just to put it in perspective, like he was saying, it's really a beast that you can't prepare for. So we left Sunday morning, like super early. We woke up at like 3 o'clock. So including the sleep we got Saturday night, all the way to Thursday when we arrived back home at about 11 p.m., I'd say we racked in about 16 hours sleep total. So that's Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night. So 5 nights, about 16 hours of sleep.
Fucking troopers.
Why don't you keep telling me about how terrible it was?
Oh no!
That's all I got.
That's all I got. I mean, otherwise, when we woke up,
I'm pretty sure that was 100% worth it.
Oh yeah,
1,000%.
like
That
after I found
breakfast.
out, yeah, I was like that breakfast though,
That
right?
fucking breakfast.
So good, pancakes, bacon, and just French toast for days, and then like all the fruit. Sorry, but like breakfast alone, I was like worth waking up every morning.
I want to make sure we give some props to the people who took us out there. So it was Ubisoft, you guys. If you haven't seen it, Zach and I entered a reporter contest for For Honor, a game that we're all here really excited for.
Yeah.
Even more so.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Even
yes.
more so after
Even
all
more
the stuff
so.
they showed us. I can't wait.
So we did that reporter contest. It was basically the community voted. So you guys voted to get the top 10 people in. We were lucky enough to hit that top 10. That's because of you guys. Then that jumped over to a panel of people at Ubisoft who actually voted us through, took us out there with Robin, another fantastic gamer, you guys.
Yes.
The amount that we bonded so quick.
He seems like a really awesome dude.
It was so
amazing.
cool too, because like there's usually like that weird icebreaker moment. Even if you know somebody online, when you meet them in person, you like size each other up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, didn't Robert answer the door without his pants on?
I think so.
Yes,
So
he was
good
like,
job.
I'm pretty sure he was changing. He's like, I don't have pants on. We're like, it's fine, we're all guys. It's like it's whatever.
He just seemed like a genuinely nice dude. I like watching you guys' updates on Twitter and stuff with him. And he
great.
seems like a really just very happy guy.
Robin, your vlogs are the shit, man.
Yeah,
I
thanks.
love watching those. He did such a good job capturing like the down like eye level with everything. I loved all of them. I watched them all.
So apparently, you guys, somebody wanted to let us know that the Phatt Gaming superiority is ranked by beard length. So I think that currently puts Zach in first place,
Chill.
Brandon in second, Josh in a very
Brandon second?
No.
Are you kidding me? Yours
No.
is- because yours is wiry and thin.
Yeah,
Mine's at least
his is a full
Okay,
beard all the
okay.
way.
Does it say beard thickness there?
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Please read
You guys were all
Fucking
beat 3
beard
weeks ago before I had to do a trim.
beard.
I know, but I'm not gonna lie.
My
James
shit was like this, like not even that long ago.
James did have like superior rank, like above all of us, and then he's like, "I got rid of it." I was like, "Yes,
You
now's
wanna
my
do
chance.
beard by length
I can
of time
rise through the
owning-
ranks."
By length of time wearing a beard, I'd probably have you up.
Okay, just because you're
you woke up and you grow one like in a day. I've seen this guy bald, and no joke, it gets to that in a month.
okay.
Like this guy's wicked fast on the
You've
growth.
also had your beard longer than I've been alive, so like that's not really
He's
a fair
not
comparison.
that much older than you.
Let me call him old, please. Just this once.
just as once.
I'll take it.
Thank you. I'm really just calling you wise. Is really all it is.
Wow. I appreciate that,
Yep.
but I will want to say that that's hard to say because every time I talk to you, sometimes I'm like, God, Brandon must have been fucking born yesterday.
Yeah, sometimes.
I'm just so happy that for
Pull out
once.
the old quote.
I'm just happy I'm not the old guy for once.
Yeah,
Right?
Josh is
Because
like,
I am the
oh,
old
you
guy."
whippersnappers.
I'm 28. Like,
Yeah, me too.
All right, you guys, back to E3. What was our favorite game? Oh, okay. No, we're gonna. Does not say beard thickness. See, that's exactly
Well,
what I'm
then
saying.
Zach wins. Yeah, then Zach wins.
yours is actually longer though.
I don't know. I got some length going on here.
No, it's gone. It's on. I seriously want to know what our favorite moment was. Maybe not even game. Like, what was your favorite moment from E3 that you guys got to watch here?
That's a real tough question because they were all really stupid good. this
Right?
year.
Yeah.
I would have to say my favorite E3 moment
Yep.
was Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
Yes.
There you go.
They were fucking hilarious. That whole Ubisoft concert was just funny, but when it came to like the comedic like climax of it, that was it right there.
Yeah.
It was and that with Aisha Taylor, there was just such a great dynamic, and then they're obviously being funny and facetious, tongue in cheek the whole time.
Yeah.
It was great.
To me, that was like that made the conference. That didn't make the conference for me, obviously, but like that was probably my favorite moment was seeing them on stage. And
I love too for that game. So obviously it's South Park and the Fractured But Whole. It's going to be fantastic. But they even went a step further, which was really awesome. And they were like, hey, if you pre-order this game, you're actually going to get the original game as well. So you can actually right now go pre-order it on pretty much anything. You can order it, I think, on Amazon from any retailer, and you actually get the original game playable on your new consoles.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
yeah,
you have to pay for it.
It's a full pay. Yeah, you got to pay for it.
Still, I think
It's still awesome, though. Yeah.
No, it's really cool. So that you're gonna get 2 games for the price of 1. The first game is absolutely brilliant.
Two $30 games.
Totally worth playing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. James, what was your favorite?
Well, there's so many awesome parts. But if I had to just choose one moment that was really significant for me personally, I would say it would be Aisha Taylor on stage, giving the shout out to the Orlando victims in Florida. She took that minute to, and nobody else had done it. No one else had said a word
No
about
one
it. They were just,
acknowledged it.
they were just wearing the little, the rainbow pins, which was great. But she was the first one to actually acknowledge it, give voice to it, and I was extremely impressed with that.
Yeah.
I think they did it in the Microsoft conference, but it was very under the radar because wasn't it before any of them took stage? They did it over the intercom.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know if
That
that was
wasn't-
cut
that
for you
wouldn't have-
guys.
Yeah,
It's
we
streaming
wouldn't
already.
have seen that.
Yeah, I don't know if that was cut for you guys.
It was
So,
cut, yeah, we
but they did do it though. It was just
I
very
figured they
off
would
the
have
radar.
acknowledged it at some point to like the people there at E3, but we didn't see it from Microsoft and we
Nope.
saw it from Ubisoft. Which
Right.
I thought because it was right after that crazy ass dance, which was hilarious. And
Yeah.
it made me
Yes,
want to
it
get
was.
Just Dance, and I seen that you got it,
Oh yeah,
which means that if we stream it, I gotta be there. I don't dance.
I have
don't-
got
you're
to
gonna
see that.
learn just
I
like
have
we
got to
did.
I'm
see
gonna,
that.
I'm gonna get learned.
Yeah.
Okay.
That game will do it for you. I promise.
Holy
you.
shit.
Guarantee it
That's
because we did it in like a lounge full of people and we just hit it hard. We're like, I'm gonna learn the move. We like messed up the first like minute and a half, and then we're like, okay, the moves repeat. I know what's next.
Yeah.
That was
good,
at
though.
the after thing, right?
No,
Oh,
that
it's
was
at
at the
the
Ubisoft
lounge.
lounge.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it was like a separate thing from E3 where basically all the Ubisoft players got to go and kind of hang out, play some of the games, test some stuff, hang out with other people who were big fans. They did these things called master classes, which they actually streamed as well, where they talked a little bit deeper about their games. It was
Yeah.
actually developers from the game, so you got to learn a little bit more. It wasn't just like some random PR person talking to you about it. It was actually the people who made it explaining
That's
this is
cool.
what we
Yeah.
did. They did it for every game. So they did it for South Park, For Honor, Eagle Flight, Trials of Blood Dragon, everything.
Pretty
And
much
this-
everything they showed, like they
Yeah.
had their own like master.
This
things
is
to it,
why
master class.
they've been my favorite game people now for years, and this is exactly why.
Yep.
Is because they always seem to go that step beyond, in my opinion.
No,
I was really
agree.
impressed. Yeah, it was really good. Zach, favorite moment?
Man. Okay, so I already said off camera that I wasn't going to talk about anything that I already knew before E3, right? So unfortunately, mostly everything off the Ubisoft table at that point because I knew pretty much everything coming out. Like nothing was a surprise. We knew about Watch Dogs 2, Wildlands, For Honor. Obviously, I'm stoked about For Honor. My biggest thing that hit me so hard in the pants, God of War.
Yes.
Yeah. God of War. And here's the best part. Kratos is a dad. I just became a dad, so I was like, oh, shit. I was like, you do not mess with that man's son. And then when like he started going to town on the big guy, he's like, show me you're ready. And throws him the boat. I'm like, fuck yeah. Like, I'm playing this game with my son when he's older. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Nice.
no, I think that actually that blew me away because it being such a different change of pace for God of War.
They had to redo that game from the ground up to have it survive. Because I can
absolutely.
tell you now, if you got like a platformer hack and slash that had God of War stamped on it, your sales probably would have been about half. There would have been no, it would have been
The last couple titles was a little
underwhelming.
Just
Yeah,
lackluster.
that prequel was
Yeah.
So I'm eager to learn more about the game. Like, is this still the same Kratos?
Yes.
You know?
Same one, but like timeline wise, like nobody has any idea. We know it's after supposedly,
Obviously, yeah.
like Mount Olympus and what fell there from the last one, but I honestly have no idea how they're gonna spin the rest of it. I don't even know about his son. Like, where did he come up? Is that Athena's gift?
Where's his mom? Or maybe he just found the kid.
Maybe
Yeah.
there's that
Like a
too.
caretaker.
There could be like the
Because
Last of Us feel like Ellie and Joel relationship.
kinda
like
like
I
that,
just
because
found you. I feel
He asked,
ownership.
did your mother,
yeah.
Right.
Didn't she teach you how to
did
hunt?
she teach you how to hunt?
Because we know he lost his original wife and daughter.
Yep.
So like there's that, and that's how he has the ashes on him.
Kind of stuff. I mean, obviously, because of the events that transpired after they died, kind of probably fucked him up.
For all we know, like after Mount Olympus was wiped out, maybe that's where like Odin and Thor and all them like came and revamped the world the way that they saw it, and he was just a remnant that was left over. I don't know though. I have no idea. He's got the scar on his stomach from being stabbed through, so it's obviously after that.
That's right. I didn't.
Yeah,
notice
from
that.
getting stabbed through with the blade.
Yeah, it was just a sword. Yeah. I'll
So-
tell you what, though, that part during the trailer with Kratos, back to what you were saying about it, when he reaches out for his son after he helps him stab the deer, and then he just kind of reaches out for him and then just kind
you
of
can see
pulls his hand back. It's
yeah.
just like, oh, it's like he wants to love his kid, but he has absolutely no fucking idea how.
Yeah, he's such a barbarian
Yeah,
now.
like I said on our post show, I think.
Yes, we did. Yep.
Kratos had two emotions, and that was angry and erect.
Anyone who's played the game would know there's some truth to that. So
Press triangle.
I
Oh,
think
man.
my favorite moment, and it's actually really weird too, because anybody who watches this knows that like I'm a huge Sony fan. I'm all about that. But the fact that there was the Play Anywhere from Microsoft, I thought that was really cool. Mainly for the fact like I own an Xbox One, but it's just in my room. If I'm being honest, it's my Netflix machine. It doesn't really do much more for me. This is a way I can actually pick games up on my computer. Further than that was I want to pick up Sea of Thieves.
Yes.
On my
Yes.
computer.
Yes.
So the ability that I'm not going to be like shackled to my room, I can actually come out here in the studio, shoot some stuff with that guy, be more social around people. That's going to be really cool. There's a lot of games that I've been kind of on the fence on. Like, I really want this game, but am I going to sit in my room and kind of play
Right.
it like a hermit? And honestly, I just wasn't going to do it. So I just was going to gloss over those games.
Well, now there's more. Now I can play with people who have Xbox Ones without
Yeah.
actually having to get it, but only on the exclusive titles, which is fine because the exclusive titles they showed, that's enough reason for me to buy them.
Anything else I'd pick up on the console I'm more comfortable with.
Forza looked amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it did.
But as far as Sea of Thieves go, we've had way too much time to talk and think about it. We've already
Way
got
too
everyone's
much.
jobs.
Yeah, everyone's already got a job picked out.
Is
Perfect.
Peter captain?
Peter's he's
I'm
Commodore.
captain.
You're
Okay.
captain.
Yep, he's a captain.
He's
Peter's the Commodore.
so he gets to do Commodore stuff, like stay in the back and tell us where to go.
Who's the navigator?
Okay, that would be the person in the crow's nest.
That's Brandon.
You know what your job is?
Cannons.
No, sea shanties.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
man, I'm
There was
gonna
no one
rock the
better.
boat, baby. Let me tell you.
So you're on sea shanties and sails, and then obviously left cannons and right cannons as we know.
Yep.
Does
Andy's on cannon.
does the captain give me orders on when to sing?
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
sing us a tune.
Give us a shanty.
Blow the man down.
Yes.
And then you're
Good
the first
shit.
mate.
I'm the first mate, and Caitlin is going to be the swashbuckler. She's going to ride the rope over to the other ship and kill all the
Nice.
God.
Just let her off the hook.
I am really excited for this game. It's going to be a blast. And the fact that you can all kind of play together, you can be
Yes.
ridiculous. It showed them like one team getting super drunk and then having to scramble over the boat.
He got so excited about that shit.
They were just sitting there. Everyone's doing shit. They're just back getting fucking wasted. Like, they're like, yeah, yeah, this is fun. Now that we drink beer, let's go drive this boat.
That's what an MMO
fell
should
off.
be. Yes.
They kept falling off.
And then they leave the one asshole behind on the island.
Yep.
He's like, "Wait, guys!"
Yeah,
It's so good.
That looks a lot of fun. I'm eager to see all the different aspects of it because just alone the boat part is enough for me to get the game. But the fact that you're treasure hunting, and if you want to keep your treasure, you got to bury it.
Yeah,
You know,
and then the other
exactly.
thing too with that is like it's more layer based and like what you see from the first perspective. It's like okay, they're pirates, they're playing, and then you see like the small little ship battle at the end. But from the initial trailer, you know there's other things out there, like the mermaids and the sea people underneath,
Fat mermaids.
and then you can go under and find sunken pirate ships and loot
Because
those.
what I was noticing is when you kill someone in that game, I don't think you immediately get what was on board. You got to go die for it if it sinks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that's
no,
what I'm
absolutely.
thinking.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You know, so it capsized over, obviously it's easier to get into. But so it kind of makes don't damage the boat too much. Just kill the people on it. Is what you're.
I'm not.
That's when
I'm
the
not gonna
swashbuckler
lie.
comes
Like,
in.
if this game turns out to be amazing, like it might be notable for me to get an Xbox One just so I can play with you guys on it, and then like also get Scalebound maybe finally if it comes out.
I
Don't
will
delay
play
it.
Scalebound with you.
Scalebound looks so good. People are getting like massive shits, but I'm just like I love
like
it
Peter.
so much.
Peter's giving it massive shits.
Oh, that's right.
He's like,
It's
it
tough.
looks just like.
But
that.
that's why.
I was
Hey,
cool
that's
with
why
it.
he couldn't be captain.
Yeah.
That's right.
I was cool as hell with Scalebound. The whole time we were watching it, I was like, man, this looks so much better than it did in the past. And then he lost me when he put his fucking headphones on. And then all of a sudden he's badass because he's listening to music.
So everybody,
I like
"Come
that so
on."
much.
So every single person has lost their mind currently because people put it in their headphones.
Phones
So
on.
everyone lost their shit on Watch Dogs too. They're like, "What the fuck? He's wearing headphones? Fuck this game." I'm like,
How's he going to infiltrate with his fresh beats?
There's-
I don't get that either. Like
There's
people are
plenty
like,
of reasons to dislike a game, but because he's listening to music, should not even be on the list.
It's not because he was listening to music. It was because he's infiltrating an enemy compound with zero situational awareness.
he doesn't have to.
That's what I do. That's what I would be doing in Ghost Recon: The Wildlands. I'd be like, "Yep, that looks like a compound. I'm gonna drop people off." But what it is like.
By
I
the
agree.
way, that
And
game, you're going to lose your shit. I
I've
cannot wait to
already-
play with you
I've
on
already
it.
lost it.
It'd be
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, we got to play it. It's absolutely fantastic. So we have another question, you guys. We have, what are your thoughts on Resident Evil 7? I personally think it looks fantastic.
Hell yes.
I love the fact that we're going back to horror.
And first person for the first time.
Yes.
And VR.
Yeah.
So my thoughts on it are: why does it have the Resident Evil moniker? How does it tie into the other games? Why is it first-person shooter? Are they just doing that because it's a VR gimmick? How long is the game going to be because it's a VR gimmick?
I get you.
Yeah.
And I'm worried that the game is going to suffer because it's a VR game.
You know where I think the shakedown comes from that is the success of PT.
And I think that's exactly it. And the fact that they're putting the 7 moniker on it is upsetting.
I didn't get the 7 moniker either because it's like Resident Evil 6, I get that was like the big group co-op. It's like, why don't you just title this one something different? I didn't get the understanding of like carrying the number when it's like, it's a different cut from the same sheet, like very different. So
Yeah.
I didn't understand that
Just
either.
rebuild it and just call it Resident Evil 7.
I
Or
don't
just
care if you
Resident
call
Evil,
it
I
like
mean.
Resident Evil, the first-hand experience. Like, do whatever you want with
Yep.
it, but like,
This one's a little bit interesting. The next question that we have up on the board right now, asking us if we're going to pick up Friday night events again. We've been doing the Friday nights events pretty continuously. I mean, I was just the host on the PS4 for Rocket League, and then I know some guys jumped on the Xbox and PC. We haven't stopped those. We did take a break like a while ago for a short time.
I know the week before E3
Yeah.
and the week of E3 we've been out.
No, we did it the week
picked
of
it back
E3.
up again.
Yeah,
Okay.
we did it the week before E3. We did take a break on it, but we've been doing it ever since. Just check out the community page coming up towards every Friday, and we will have them on there. We
And
just did Rocket League.
soon I will be running. Don't boo at me yet. I'm going to be running a Destiny boot camp. So anybody that's been absent, I'm going to get you all caught up before it comes out.
That's specifically for you, Red 9 Delta.
Did you see that
He
they
loves the
canceled
shit out of
Iron
Destiny, so you're all over that.
Yeah, they're having some weird issues.
They canceled Iron Baron.
Really?
And they,
Oh, I
I
didn't
know
know.
everybody was excited, and they were like, "Oh, we have to cancel it because Trials of Osiris is having issues
Yeah.
too." But
Real quick for anybody who doesn't know what our Friday night event is, basically what we do is we're really driven by the community here. We really want you guys to interact with people. We get to do this. We get so much love from you guys. We want you guys to feel that same love together. So what we do is every Friday night, we just pick a random game. We all sit down. We play together. We've done Rocket League, GTA, Rainbow Six, Minecraft. We try and do a little bit of everything so everybody gets a chance. Basically what you do is every time you play, we're going to go ahead and give you a point. At the end of the month, we pick We put all those points into a hat. We do a quick raffle. The winner wins a nice little goodie box from us. So you're gonna get like a nice little indie game. You're gonna get maybe a T-shirt. You're gonna get just like some fun swag and some video game stuff. So it's really cool. So
Basically, we're gonna reward you just for coming to hang out. So like he was saying, go to Facebook, type in Phatt Island Gaming, just go to the fan page there, like it, because what you're gonna do is we post it pretty continuously, letting you know what the next week is, so that way you don't miss out on anything.
Yep, exactly. And I record all the names, so everybody gets counted. And as a side note, if there's ever a game where you have a small group that does not have a game that's being played, we absolutely allow an alternative game to be played if a group of people do have it.
Just capture some video, shoot it over to us. This is the group that played. Even if you can't capture video, just shoot one of us a link. James is going to be the best person to do it. Just say, hey, this group of us played. This is the game we played. And, you know, we want you guys to have fun, and we don't always want you to have to play the exact thing we're playing. We just want you to play together as a
Or
community.
you can reach out to me and I'll see what I can do.
There we go.
Boom.
PC
Or you can
master.
tweet at Brandon because he's got a Twitter addiction. And
Says Twitter
he'll take
addiction
care
Zach.
of it after. I do. I'm all over it. My Instagram's it's the shit. You guys should go follow that too.
All
But
right, you guys, real quick. E3, what was the happiest game you saw that you didn't see coming? What blew you away that was just out of the water?
God of War.
God of War, that makes
I don't
sense.
know. Like, I don't know. I'll say it because I'll kind of think about it a little bit. But
Yep, it's fair. Do you guys have one, or do you want to think a second? Because I know mine.
I already fit that trim the first time.
I've got
but-
one.
Go for it.
Days Gone.
Yes.
Had absolutely no idea about that game prior to E3. Blew me the fuck away. That game looks amazing. I don't really agree with a lot of people saying it looks like The Last of Us. I think just because an environment has overgrowth on it,
I haven't
doesn't
heard that
make
yet.
it like Last of It.
Post-apocalyptic. This looks just like The Last of
Yeah,
Us.
it's exactly what I've been saying.
What is this?
Well, yeah, it's got the very same engine because the same guys that made the Uncharted for Vita, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
It's
Yeah.
running off the Vita stuff?
No.
No,
it's just
the
Oh,
company.
I was like,
No.
say
No, no,
what?
no.
What happened to the Vita?
the company that's making Days Gone are the same people that made the Uncharted version on Vita. I think it looks fucking fantastic. I'm a big fan of Sam Witwer. I think he did a really great job in Battlestar Galactica, The Force Unleashed as Starkiller. I'm really excited to have him back in a game, and it really did blow me away.
Nice. Very cool. Josh.
Where'd you go?
Okay, mine, this is going to be an off-the-wall one, and it's really just because it's different than everything else that was shown off it. It was Steep.
Okay.
God.
It does look pretty badass, though.
That was a fun game to play.
So we got
like,
to test it
legitimately.
out. We got our hands on it. It's got a fairly steep, I did that on purpose, learning curve. But once you pick it up, it's honestly a ton of fun. It's cool too because it's very seamless, so it feels pretty good. Like if you're riding down the cliff and your friend's on the same cliff and he just rolls by you, like you'll just drop into the game together. There doesn't have to be like I'm gonna go find him. Join his game. Oh, loading screen. Oh, I'm on this mountain across from you. It's just
Like completely seamless join up?
Seamless join up.
Nice,
It's
man.
really
Very nice.
And the cool part is too is like all the tracks and everything, and we didn't believe it at first, but it literally keeps tabs of where you're tracking. So like if you do it, you reload, you go back around the same course. Your first course is still saved, so like that cutout in the snow is still there.
And then you further than that.
Like that doesn't go away. It'll go away like once the snow and stuff I'm assuming picks up. But yeah, initially I saw
That's
like my
awesome.
same run like 3 times.
And then
That is awesome.
you can do like a run. So let's say you do like a run and you make it like all the way through these trees, like all the way down the mountain. You can actually now make that a challenge. Challenge your
we were
friends
seeing
to
that,
go
yeah.
do it.
We saw a lot of stuff when we were talking about how that would be a great game. I mean, you don't play it all the time, but that's like one of those games that you can always pick up, and there's always going to be
Something
content for you.
new.
It's a real chill, real beautiful game.
I love track made stuff by like the players or like anything different by players. Like that's cool. Like Minecraft is used on that. I remember Infamous 2 had that to some degree. Like
Sandbox?
some of the challenges, missions. Yeah.
Hitman has it.
Hitman. Yeah.
Yes,
it's like
it does.
I love that stuff. It's so cool.
Did you guys see anything? I mean, because you guys obviously got a hands-on. We only saw what they showed us. Were there avalanches?
Not that I saw.
So I asked about dynamic weather, and they let me know it's not something that we're looking at right now. There's a lot of other challenges and whatnot. It's still very much in development. They
'Cause I
assured me
wanted-
of that.
We wanted to escape an avalanche.
Triple X avalanche through the.
I was thinking, I didn't ask avalanche, but I was like, is there like going to be rolling clouds? Will it like rain or storm? I was like, will it change like the contrast of the snow for me? Is it going to pack higher or get thicker? And he's just like, that's a very good question. Cannot really answer that. I'm like, that's completely fine because I just threw it out there as like a big what if.
So the answer is essentially no.
Yeah. I mean, even if it's stagnant and it's that pretty all the time,
It's still cool.
the map is massive.
Remember,
Like,
I played 1080 snowboarding a lot.
yeah, so, and that's the thing too, like the snowboarding and the skiing and everything, like usually I'm just like, it feels really cartoony. It felt so like real to the point where I was having difficulty like steering because you can't
crash.
I was just
I
gonna ask
hit
you
like
that.
every tree
so
in a
much.
wingsuit.
It was
awesome?
terrible.
There's a
Is it ragdolly as fuck.
Oh yeah, and there's a track you do. You know those big power poles that are like triangle shaped, and they have like two things, but there's like that triangle in the center.
Yes.
There's a path on the mountain where you have to wingsuit through 3 of them. I couldn't get through the second one because I lost so much elevation. I kept hitting into the base.
Now, now that's pot.
Yeah, that was good stuff. It's crazy too because when you load up, like other people are in there, and you're just trying to like, I was like, oh my gosh, don't touch me, don't touch me.
Seeing that. Oh, sorry.
No, it's cool too because the game is physics based, so it's not like when like you're on your snowboard. It's not like you jump up and you like hit X to do a trick. Like it's more just like exactly.
Oh yeah, tricky.
So you make sure you jump and then you use your analog sticks to kind of like, okay, I'm gonna spin here, I'm gonna kind of angle here, I'm gonna do that kind of
That
stuff.
was going to be one of my questions to you guys.
Yeah.
Is I wanted to make sure that I wanted to ask you, were the controls more realistic feeling, or was it
Yes.
more like SSX?
No,
Very
and,
real.
And that's a thing too, because me and Brandon were saying every time we play, we were waiting for like the tricky stuff to come up. Like every time I do a trick, I want it to be like, yeah, tricky, stylish, smooth. You know, none of that.
That's
so
good.
like when you do a trick, it's like all on your own accord. You don't even have to do it, but it's like you hit a ramp. You can grab either like
So
the
it's
front
like
or the
a 3D
back.
trials.
Exactly. And then not only that, but when you land, if you catch the snow just right, you can continue the same position backwards. Like your character won't correct and move forward for you.
Right.
So you can land backwards and keep going. And
that's
until you
awesome.
pivot yourself, like it just keeps going.
Cool.
So you really have you're full control of the
Momentum.
body
It's a
and the
physics
momentum.
game.
Exactly. Yeah. So the
awesome.
idea of there being an avalanche in there is not impossible because the system's built for it already. They would just have
God,
to
I
pretty
hope
much
so.
put
I
it
Yeah,
in.
really
they just
hope
have to
so.
go snow gravity off. And it's just like,
So
Favorite game that surprised you?
I'll pick 2 because one of them we've already discussed.
Ooh.
Sea of Thieves.
Yes.
Sea of Thieves.
That blew me away. You know, I heard a little bit about it, and the other one, the one I'm going to
we have to get eye
I'm gonna do
patches.
3.
I just realized.
So I want to talk about. I mean, we'll talk about it more because it's foreshadowing. But We Happy Few.
Yes.
That I didn't expect it to be as amazing as it looked. And
Yeah.
then the one that I will talk about that I say that actually completely was like, wow, I need to play this was Eagle Flight.
Yes.
Dude, you are going to be so blown away when you
Because-
finally get
Did you guys
a
play
hold
it?
of that.
No.
It was the only. There's a funny story to that, but we'll keep talking Eagle Flight, and then we'll get around to it. But
'cause, the reason I was excited is because, as you know, my favorite racer of all time is Star Wars pod racing.
Right here again, second high
And
five of the podcast.
That the fact that it's fast and low is the only way I like to fly. I play space games and I get as close to all the celestial bodies as I possibly can when I fly, just because it's how I like to fly.
Map of
When I
the
play
Earth.
Ace Combat, I do the topography. I'm a map of the Earth, or a Death Star trench run style stuff. That's what I love to do. Fast, low, close, and that's all I saw on that. They were pulling this thing, hitting vents going up, and it was just the coolest looking thing ever. And then it's like Combat 2 at the same time, and it's just like madhouse rush to get rabbits and bring them to a nest, and it was just awesome.
not going to lie, little surprised when they had squawking lasers.
Yeah,
So
just a little
it's
bit.
like the sound. It's like
yeah,
it's
it's
like
a.
the sound.
And so we were talking to some of the people that like are part of the dev team and everything from it. They're like, oh yes, it squawks. I'm like, oh, it's
No, they
That's
called it an eagle screech.
Eagle Screech,
Come on.
right? And I was like, that is fine because it adds another layer. Because originally when this game was announced, I thought it was just going to be a visual trip.
The Freedom Wave.
Yeah, just a freedom wave, like follow the track and go through, right? No, so I like the fact that there's different stuff. You're picking up a dead rabbit, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah, because you're an animal.
Because you're an animal.
Like,
You're a
I
savage.
thought that Eagle Flight was just going to be an explore this world feature.
Yeah.
And I thought so
Yeah.
too.
So much more.
But
No.
this different unveil and how precise it is now, because I guess it's gone through a lot of different R&D. So like the first one, it was more body movement and like getting the thing to really pick up on you. They said they've now gotten it down to where it's literally just this.
Yeah, I was noticing that is because they're moving fast, but they're just like barely moving their head. They're like, and that's just natural with the eye motion. which
Yeah.
is- that's how I.
And
do
they
it
said they've
anyways when I play.
reduced
I'm like,
the
oh,
motion sickness is super down because of like the less body movement and because of the tracking of the beak. Because like we've talked about it before on the show, like the artificial nose trick on VR games, it seems to like just get rid of completely
I'm hoping
motion
there's a button
sickness.
that you can press that locks your position, your direction, and that way you can look around and like just do a pivot real fast, like a snap look.
Oh, where you're
I
still
think
flying
so.
straight.
Where you're still flying
Like
straight,
a
but you can,
pilot-
look
like a
over your
pilot
shoulder
would.
real fast. Like in a
Like in a jet game.
like in a jet game.
Yeah.
You can look
That's a
around.
really good point. I'm
So-
pretty sure they're going to. I don't see why not.
I also want to see what other modes, because obviously that was kind of like that
Yeah.
capture the flag style.
There's gotta be a race mode.
There's got to be
Oh,
tag,
yes.
race mode.
Tag would be
Oh,
great.
tag would be legit.
right?
Like walk up to you and be like, Get out of my damn space, bird. Get out of here. I'm gonna screech in your face.
So there's so much that this game can offer us. We saw one mode here, but this game can have so much more
That
to
mode
it than
alone
just that.
sold me.
Yeah.
Like that
feel you.
that was Madhouse Rush. That was quick.
And I like the new art style from it too, because the first time they showed videos of it, it looked different than it does now.
Yeah.
I really like the change in art style. I think it looks fantastic.
It's very cool.
All right, James, game that surprised you that you did not see coming.
I picked Days Gone.
Oh, that's right.
already
Okay,
picked it.
Zach was the one we missed. That's
Boom.
right. I knew it was
picked
somebody over
Steve.
here.
Oh,
No
you picked
problem.
Steve.
No problem.
I picked Steve. Yeah.
Before we get onto that real quick, just to bring back an Eagle Flight story for you. So the reason we did not play it, the one day it was like actually open where we could and we felt like comfortable doing it, it was down actually. And it wasn't down because of anything in the game. It was funny because we were having a conversation with them like, so yeah, why isn't this playable? They're like, oh, just not enough power. Like, they literally couldn't supply enough electricity to the computers and the VR head mounts that they had.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, man, this is going to make a great bait-click story. And they're like, what? I was like, Eagle Flight, Ubisoft's most powerful game. And then Brandon chimes in. Brandon's like, Collector's Edition comes with own power generator. I was like, very nice, very nice.
Yes.
But no, so yeah, it was just down for power. The next day, we got to play some other VR stuff. We didn't get to Eagle Flight. We made a few clicks there, so maybe we'll do something later. But it was up and running once they got the generator they needed.
I'm bummed you guys didn't get to play it.
No, dude, we watched people play it, and like you could tell, like it was go and you're just gone. Like there was no learning curve for most people on movement. Seemed like everybody could get around just fine.
That's awesome.
Humans should have been born as birds.
That's what we're saying.
Honestly, I don't see why not.
You seen Jurassic Park? I don't.
Oh, okay, that's
Bad things happen.
Bad things happen. But we don't have to make an amusement park for it, right?
I mean, we would, though.
We can't learn from our mistakes, can we? We
Nope.
just can't.
We repeat the past. It's fine. Zach,
We're past the apex.
what surprised you?
Oh, surprises, surprises. Oh man. Okay.
Titanfall Collector's
all of
Edition?
Microsoft?
Okay, so there's, you know what? Yes, indeed. I will throw, okay, there's two things. Let's talk about it real quick. Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
That is the biggest surprise. However, I told you all, I said he wore a shirt for a reason. He played it off, and I was
all
like, no,
called it.
like,
I
it's
mean,
happening.
We all called
And
it.
there's still more to come. They're just doing this for previous game HD remake to promote something else. And I still guarantee you it's a VR game.
They're going to test it. That's my guess. Is they're going to test
Test
the waters
sales.
with these three. If it sells good, they're going to go for a rebuild, possibly VR, something like that. But this was for them to not have to jump full into it. They gave everybody what they wanted.
Yep.
Crash is back.
Yep.
Here it is. Check him out. Have some fun. If this is going to sell well, if it's received well, then we'll look at
It's Crash.
a new game.
Yep.
It's Crash. Of course, it's going to sell.
Yeah, I played the
good.
shit out of that game as a kid. Oh my
I
god.
think we all.
I
did.
know, right?
Number
I played the
2.
shit out of that game in Uncharted 4.
Yep.
I didn't
Remember
want
when you got the
PlayStation.
Apple bazooka?
Yes.
Yes.
Game changer. The other one though, Titanfall 2.
Damn, right?
Probably the biggest surprise because I loved Titanfall 1, but it left such a lackluster in my mouth just because it was like, ooh, I had this big
wanted it to be
so much
much
more.
more. Yeah.
And I was like, man, 3 Titans, a few maps, only online, no story, I can't get in it. I'm out of it.
Yeah, but for that first like 2 or 3 weeks, you, me, and Kyle were just like
we tore it the hell up.
obsessed
I'm not
with
gonna
that
lie.
game.
Like if we played rank, I was up there.
Yeah,
I
we
was
played
up
the
there.
shit out of it.
My problem is, by the time I got it, it was way past its
I
prime.
know it. Like the
And then-
hype ramp just
no
left.
one was playing it, so it was just me playing it alone. And I was like, well, this is okay. Like,
There's no stories. That's
Are
actually
we
really
gonna do
sad.
favorite game?
We could do favorite game. I'm
wanna
cool
do
with that.
favorite game.
So
We'll do
I
that
still want to talk about Titanfall 2.
No, keep
real
going,
quick.
keep
Just
going.
grappling hook.
grappling hooks.
Game changer, right?
That does look badass.
So first of all, when he grapple hooked on the Titan coming for him over that Titan, and his Titan caught him and put him in, I was like, "Fuck everything!
Now,
I'll
did
pay
that happen to
whatever
remind
you
of,
want."
Attack on Titanfall, anyone?
I know, right?
right?
Or even just cause Titanfall.
Yeah.
Right? Woo! And then the combos you could pull off in the air, because that was like one of the coolest things when the first one came out, right? It was like ejecting and exploding your Titan, then meeting somebody else in the air and just
That if you
kicking
wanted
them
to do
really
something
quick.
badass, you had the means to do it.
You had the
Yeah.
means, but like
Oh, yeah.
now it's like everybody's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like, and what they say, 6 more Titans.
yeah, so the first game had 3 Titans. They're adding
Only.
6 more.
Yeah.
And it's also really awesome that the particular of what kind of Titan you're riding in only only certain weapons for certain Titans. I think that is awesome.
God.
Yeah, that part is really cool.
That'll be cool because like I want to play like the Hulk Buster looking one with 4 arms, but then I want to try
Yeah.
like the new lanky one that was like drop
some
kicking and tackling Titans.
Yeah, dude, all
Yeah.
martial arts shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yes, it's finally.
it's a total blitzer. Like that sword.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
just want
like,
that sword.
it is everything I've ever wanted in a mech game besides like what Armor Core offer. But like now it's in the gritty. I'm the pilot.
I'm surprised
in control
we didn't see an Armor Core. Because I know 4 Software is working.
on something.
2 somethings actually, and one of them's got to be Armor Core.
I'm assuming they're bringing it back. They have to.
VR Armor Core, where you're in the pilot suit.
I would.
Like
well,
in the
hold on.
cockpit?
You might throw up a lot because when you traject onto either direction, your brains become
I was
like
gonna say,
putty.
because Armored Core, like everyone builds
Is
these
quick.
awesome things, but I remember when we built mechs, we were in the air.
Oh, God.
We're
Our
like,
mechs
how
never
long
touched
could
the
we
ground.
fly for?
Yeah.
And so we were just like all over. Like we were trying to like, well, let's make the zero.
It's like
system.
it's like that anime where it's like you meet like the new protagonist and then he goes up against his rival, but his rival's just so damn good from the beginning.
It's
it was like
it's like the first time you fought Epion.
yeah, it's like the first time like you're like, oh, this is great, I can't wait, and then I'm already behind them and they're just like doing the slow turn, and by then I've already cut them down. I can't wait to do that in Titanfall as well. And then yes, I got the collector's edition. Yes, we will be doing an unboxing for that. Cool. Yes, I will be playing that game in the helmet on the stream.
Yes, I just wanted to be part
Well,
of
you
it.
can't wear the helmet. You can't wear the helmet.
Yeah, you can.
There's a picture of a dude wearing
Yeah.
it.
Full. Oh
Yeah,
no! Not
you
only
can totally
that, they
put it
already
on.
came out and it's in the advertisement. They're like
Yep.
fully wearable
No,
helmet,
because the first thing I saw was like it's non-wearable. It's a bust.
and that's why they switched the wording because the first advertisement was on. They pulled down that picture. They got the new one.
That's why I didn't get the collector's edition. I'm like, why do I just want to fucking?
It's probably still up.
disembodied head?
It might be still be available. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you also get the Shemagh with it too.
I hate to date myself here, but I
date you.
when you said thanks, man.
Oh, you're welcome.
When you said Titanfall VR, all I popped into my head was back in the 90s. It was about the mid to late 90s. There was this arcade that you could go to, and I can't remember the life of what it's called.
I know,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was these
Yeah.
pods that you could get into, and it was a Mech Warrior game of some
was-
kind.
it was,
the
it
coolest
was
shit I
Mech
ever
Warrior.
did when I was growing
I think
up.
it
Is
was
that
just
what
Mech
It was just
Warrior.
Mech Warrior,
Warrior.
right?
Mech
Yeah.
Warrior.
Yeah.
That thing was so badass, and I went there in like '96 or something like that. And I only went once,
There's
but it was one of the
only
best
one-
experiences.
There's now they built arcades where it's just Mech Warriors versus Mech Warriors, and there's only one operational one left in the country. in
Yeah, it was like
Texas.
12 versus 12 or
Yeah,
something.
this
Where is it?
It's Texas,
Oh, okay.
and there's only like 4 pods on it.
But yeah, but it would be like that though. If we can get some Titanfall VR, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a like full BattleTech experience.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, James. I know you want to do what game excited you the most. Hit us up.
Okay. All right. So, not surprised game coming up that excited me the most. There's so many good ones, but man, we happy few. I'm obsessed with this game already. Like
If I was an umpire, I'd call you out because you've said the same game 3 times. But you're jacked about it, so by all means.
I can't. I want to play this game so bad. So one of my favorite topics in the world is post-apocalypse. I love any type of end of the world stuff. That's why I like Days Gone. That's why I love Last of Us, Fallout, all that stuff. They're my favorite types of games. And this one isn't exactly post-apocalyptic, but there was a major event that happened that almost destroyed the world. And now this is what they're doing to hold society together.
It's just like
terrible
those
thing.
pseudo society
Yes,
things.
yeah,
Yep.
exactly. And then Josh and I have been
Anthem, Giver.
talking about this at length. He likes dystopia, utopia games.
Yeah, dystopia.
These things are mixed together because something happened after World War II. We don't know what yet, where the Germans won.
The German. What I was reading is the Germans were able to pull off Operation Sea Lion, which
Yes.
is a real life operation where they were going to invade England.
Yes.
Which never happened.
It never happened, but it did in the game.
But a lot of alternate history books, games, movies, TVs, they basically use Operation Sea Lion as that splitting point of the
Yep.
timeline.
Pivot.
Yep.
Yeah. And so this is what that's going off of. And in order to stop them, somebody pulled off something called the Very Terrible Thing.
Yes, that's
Which
all
you
we
don't know what it
Yes,
is.
That's all we know.
And-
Yeah, the very terrible thing.
The Nazis didn't die; they took over, and now you have this society where everyone's essentially forced to be complacent and happy. Because after that
Yes.
happened, everyone was so depressed because of how shitty that terrible thing was.
They had to forget it so bad that they
So-
created joy so they can just be happy all the time.
Has
So
anyone
I
ever
can't wait?
ever seen the movie Serenity?
Yeah.
It's literally the same storyline.
Kinda.
No, I'm really excited for it. I'm not trying to take away
Reminds
from it.
me
but-
slightly of Equilibrium, just
Yes.
because with the medication, how it like
Well,
regulates
here we go,
emotions.
and
Yep.
This is the long journey around into
Yep.
the literature I read. Equilibrium's just a retelling of Fahrenheit 451.
That's right.
And Fahrenheit 451 is in the same vein as George Orwell's 1984.
Yes,
Wait,
sir.
what
One
if
of the best
all
books
this
ever
just
written.
loops back to right now? This world.
At this table
We need to go back.
This is where it started.
to 1955.
We have to go back to Lion Siege Down Under.
What?
Whoa!
You gotta play
That
Tribes.
operation, what?
All right.
But yes,
Tribes
yeah.
again.
We happy few, 100%. I can't wait to dive in.
Game you're most excited for.
The most excited for
Yes.
to play
To
100%
play. Hands-on.
Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Dude, you were gonna fucking love that
I
game.
already flipped on everything.
Let me tell you this. So they allowed us to look at the map because they said all of it was loaded. They're like, open the map, we'll let you pan out. And we're like, okay. So we open the map. We're in a we just took down like this little city or whatever. We infiltrated from 2 different directions. We had sniper support, all this other stuff. The guys that ran us through it were like super good on like calling out, obviously.
Awesome.
But really good. So then they're like, yeah, go and pan out. Like I zoomed out as far as I get. I was like, oh, that's a big map. And I'm like,
Realize you had to move.
you can only zoom out so far. They're like,
my
you have to move. So I was like, no fucking way. So we're like, and then it like kept going.
Dude.
Now I drew the comparison because you know the game I play religiously, which there'll be a big biopic I'm bringing out real soon, Arma 3. And I love the big maps, being able to play the full map missions where I can go anywhere, I can fly there and stuff like that. And the fact that this is that open world.
Oh, it's crazy,
I already
Josh.
called. I'm going to be the helicopter pilot, man.
And
I
the
will
missions-
take you there.
Oh, and the helicopter is so good. Well,
Oh, so much
oh
fun.
god! But when we did it,
I like jumped out.
so like our,
I jumped out of the helicopter.
so we take off. He's like, cool. Like, oh, he jumped out on the evac. Like when we were pulling out under heavy fire, he's just like, okay, don't anybody. We lost one.
There goes Brandon.
Now I know you guys were in the helicopter. Can you fast rope?
Not
Like
that
rope
Not that
off
we
the
saw.
helicopter. The helicopter's helocasting and you rope off.
not that we
No.
saw, but you can parachute out of it, so you can just
That's
jump
the
out.
same-
So dope,
Same
dude.
shit.
Yeah, we
So dope.
parachute out. But it was funny because our dev that was running us through, he like, so we had the mission of operation, right, where we're going. And you can tell this game's still in development for the most part. So we like swing the helicopter over the place. He's like, okay, get out and parachute over to that mountain. So like we go over to like this little ravine area that we're going to like siege down from and split off. He jumps out of the helicopter too. It falls. He's like, I put it there for evac because like explosions on the copters was off, so like that way we don't lose it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He drops it on a canister, flips it upside down. So when we actually go to evac out of the town, he's like, okay, well we're driving. He's like, everybody get. So we all got into like a truck, like a Chevy Silverado. Oh, dude.
So we had okay, there we go. So what UBE3 moment
Who
you
asked
enjoyed
this?
the
Because
most?
I love you.
Yeah.
Whoever.
I really
Hashtag UBE3. That's right.
That's right. So what was your favorite moment there then?
Jason Vanderberg, Emil, and Eric talking to you guys was wonderful. Obviously, all the Ubisoft star guides, you guys were phenomenal. I've never met such genuine people on first contact. Like, there was no games. It wasn't like having to size anybody up or nothing. It just felt natural. Like, I had best friends there that were just waiting for me to arrive. So it was really good. Even with talking to Jason and everything like that, blew my mind. And then Eric and Emil, who we emailed the whole way until we got out there, beautiful.
I mean, I'm going to piggyback right off that. It truly was like just that connection we made with everybody else. Like from day one, like they knew there was going to be, you know, a little bit of ice breaking need to have. So day one, they actually set up like a little party for just like the star players and stuff like that. Some of the Ubisoft reps, everything was going. We just like played ping pong, free food, free drinks, just a lot of fun. And right off the bat, everybody just started hitting it off. It was really easy to go and talk to people, chat, because you were just in an environment with everyone who had that same thought. Everybody from the smallest person, you know, the smallest star players, everything like that, to the biggest people, the heads of the company and stuff like that, were so approachable, were so nice. They just made you feel so loved. They were family. They like by the end of it, they knew your name. They were just chatting with you like it blew me away. Like it really was that family, that camaraderie, and it's carried over to after E3 as well. We're still in contact with all those people.
Yeah.
We're still chatting with them. So what do we have here? Oh, we have a new one. Okay. this is where you guys hang out.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
This is it.
This is it.
This is all the fun. So this
Phatt
is the
Chat.
studio. This is our. I don't
even
even.
want to say all the collectibles because it's not even like a
close.
tenth
Not even close.
of our collectibles. This is very small, but and this is only like a small portion of like mine and Peter's collectibles.
Not to mention what he has at home, what I have at home, what you have at home.
I have a closet full. It's really disgusting.
I have a whole wall.
Oh.
I have a statue.
Hello, thanks for joining us, and I want you to know we bought Just Dance.
Hey!
And next time, I promise, I'm showing you up in this Just
We're
Dance.
gonna do a high score challenge breakdown, and it'll be on the song that we rehearse a few
I
times.
feel I might be
We'll
the
have it.
underdog, and I'll be that guy who comes out from the back that no one expects. From the back of the
All right,
pack.
so
AFC Hammer.
she has some moves right here. I just want you to know she's like up the.
She is on top of it.
Yeah.
She actually, and once Ubisoft puts out the video, but like she was one of the people that actually danced
On
out
stage.
on the actual
That's awesome.
Ubisoft
Was she
area
in
at
the giraffe?
E3.
No, she wasn't in one of the costumes. I shouted a few times that I love Carrot because the Carrot was dancing. I love Carrot. He was a great guy.
It was the carrot and man giraffe were my two.
I know. I couldn't help anything else
Pink
there for.
Taco, you are my hero right now because
Oh
I
my
couldn't
God.
fucking think of the name. I've been calling it the werewolf game this whole time. Werewolves Within, you guys.
Okay, so real quick,
break it down.
We'll break
What
it
is
down.
that?
This is probably one of my funnest Ubi E3 moments. So, oh fuck. Okay, so did you guys ever play like in elementary school or middle school the werewolf game?
Fuck yeah.
Yes. Okay, so I know you did. So you sit
don't.
around a group of people and then you're all like given cards. It's a card-based
It's
game.
stupid good.
But like everybody's a villager, and then usually depending on your head count, 1 or 2 people are usually werewolves.
They're werewolves, and then you have like was it one werewolf hunter or two werewolves?
It depends. Like it
Yeah.
would trigger 1 or 2 sometimes. I've
never heard of this.
And
Oh,
then
it's
not only
fucking
that, so
fun.
all these villagers are out to get the werewolves. The werewolves are out to get the villagers, and this is how it works. So at the end, everybody takes a vote. You put a name like in a thing, and then you randomly pull one out. That's the person who the villagers agree to kill
Every night at the end of
Every
every night.
night.
So everyone like puts down, and everyone votes, so when they get up.
Everybody's trying to
who's the
kill a
werewolf?
werewolf. If a villager dies, werewolves win. If a werewolf's killed, obviously villagers win. But then there's other stuff that's in the mix too. So like you have somebody called a watcher. The watcher can look at somebody and the watcher can tell like who they are, and they're told one truth and one lie. So it could be like you're a werewolf or you're a hunter or a tracker. And a tracker's cool because he can tell 3 positions down this way or this way to him who's a werewolf.
That sounds fun as fuck.
Yeah.
So
and
the
it's
whole
like
game is just lying to each other, trying
like,
to trick
communicating.
other people, even further. So it was all VR.
It's trying to pull a mob together.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you didn't. So there was no cards in the game because it was all VR. So you got that, and it basically like secretly assigned you what your role was, and then it randomly assigned where you sat. So you never sat by the same person. Then you could even lean over, and if like
Like
Zach
if
and
I lean into you, I'm whispering to whoever is actually generated in the
Nice.
game. So
Yeah,
like
okay.
even though you're sitting
So
next to
3D
me in a chair,
Josh could actually
yeah,
be next
Josh
to
could
you.
be there. So when I'm actually over to him, it opens up just a whisper link for
And
me.
so you
to
have
him.
no idea,
Correct.
like who would be
Exactly.
there. Oh, that's fucking cool.
So then you lie, you cheat, you do everything you can to. I mean, obviously, if you're a villager, you're trying not to lie. You're trying to be very genuine and be
Yeah.
like, "We need to kill the werewolf."
Also, try not to die.
If you're a
Yeah,
werewolf,
exactly. Unless you are the deviant.
then your goal
Who
is to
you
die.
you're trying to kill yourself. So like I was the deviant the first round, and I was trying to be so sly and like
I'm a werewolf.
They were like, Zach's being too easy. It's him. He's the werewolf. I was like, I'm the werewolf, guys. And then they killed me off. I was like, I won. I win.
What do you win? Nothing.
Nothing.
You just die?
I die. It's sweet. I want to be the deviant.
And we
It
got
was
to
really
we
good.
got to play 3 rounds. We actually got to play with Pink Taco. We got to play with Petra. So she's another streamer and everything
Yep.
like that. They're fantastic people.
We got to play with Zach, who does UB Blend for Ubisoft. So that was
Yep.
a lot of fun. It was like a lot of the big names out there that like we were
Very
really
cool.
happy about.
And then so we got to play 3 rounds. By round 3, we're yelling, screaming.
Oh, we were
like
losing
getting
it.
outrageous. We like all take off our headsets and we look over and there's a group of people waiting to play, just like.
Yeah, and then even the devs and stuff too. They're like, by far, this has been the funnest group. Like you guys have really stepped it out. And here's the thing: none of us got at the end. The whole time there was another function we like misunderstood. You could stand up out of the chair they have you in, and it'll mute everybody's talking.
For 10 seconds, so nobody else
So
can
you
talk.
can get your point across because literally by the last game we needed that feature. Everybody and their mom needed that feature to work because I was looking over at I had Jess sitting next to me at the time, so
Yeah.
Petra. I was just like, I'm gonna tell everybody who you are because you're the werewolf. You're such a fucking werewolf. And then by the end of it, I was starting to figure out who it was. I was like, it's Robin. Robin's the werewolf. It's Robin. Took back what I said. And then Zach, the other Zach that was there, he was like, sorry guys, I've been villager 3 straight times. I'm like, he's a liar. Nobody's. And then sure enough, he was actually the villager 3 times in a row.
No one's the villager.
And that's what we all said. Where it's like, you're a deviant, aren't you? You piece of shit. Like we were all over
I
it.
remember we played that at the job we worked at in training as like a team building exercise,
Yes,
but it just
yeah.
tore people apart.
It was
Because
so good.
especially when you get someone like as outspoken as I am, like trying to run the group. I'm like, no, everyone needs to shut up right now. And listen to me.
They added little things in it too, like like the buttons on your right hand side were like little emotes basically. So like one of them pointed, so like if you could look at somebody, you could be like, "You."
Is that what the controller did?
Yeah.
Because I left mine by my keyboard.
No.
So you're just some guy like, I am not the werewolf.
And then
And
like,
when you talk
one
too,
of
your
them, like-
mouths move with you. Like it
Yeah.
catches it pretty well. You have nothing on your mouth; it's just picking up your audio.
Oh, that's cool.
So it was great. Like you, by the third match, like we all had it pretty good. Like somebody would point at me, and I'd be like, "No, it wasn't me." Put my hands up, and then
Yeah.
I'd be like, "It's that person. No, it's you. I told you it wasn't me." Like,
Yeah, he really got into it, the emoticons, and
Yeah.
I'm just some guy. Oh, who had an eye
just
patch?
sitting there in, like,
Robin had an
T-pose.
eye
Yeah.
patch. It was really good, and I picked like to be whoever. So like I was really hoping for female because I guess at some point you could do this, and I was like nice. But the cool part too, but you can look behind you too, and like they did a great job. Like you think it would just be like what you're in, but they had entire villages. One of them you're around a campfire with like a crystal orb in the center. The other one you're like in a castle area with like golden werewolves outside the place, and then there's a bottomless pit. Like you can look down and you just see the depth
it
of it.
freaked me out. I like pulled my feet in because it like
Yeah,
because
because when we loaded into that one, we were just like, "Oh my god!" Everybody was so overwhelmed with the level. We're like, and you could do that too. You could lean forward.
So
and
which
get it.
VR is this going to be on for?
everything, Oculus, Vive,
PlayStation
VR,
VR, yeah.
everything.
Very nice.
So-
We're playing.
Oh, we're
Oh,
getting it.
absolutely.
Yeah, there's no question.
That would make a great like drunk game.
Yeah. So you guys,
Oh, yeah.
we could talk E3 honestly for hours. It was a ton of fun. We still have a ton more videos coming up. We're gonna get you guys tons of For Honor stuff, lots of great videos. Of course, if you haven't, go to the YouTube, check out the other videos, the pre and post shows that they've done. If this is your first time joining us, we do a little thing that we do every podcast, and we made sure we did not want to miss it this one. It's where we do a developer shout out, where we pick a developer, somebody who's done a ton of work and doesn't get recognition they deserve. So we're going to make sure we end with that this time and not miss it. So James, who's our developer this week?
All right. So are we skipping the song?
Developer shout out. We appreciate your hard work. We weren't going to miss the song.
Absolutely.
Come on,
All
that
right.
wasn't happening.
So with my excitement for We Happy Few, I really felt that our developer shout out this week should be towards them. So this is for Compulsion Games, We Happy Few, plus they made Contrast as well. This goes out to Alex Epstein, who is the narrative director for Compulsion Games. This is the guy writing the story.
Yep.
So this story is going to be awesome. If it's going to creep us out, if it's going to make us happy, sad, whatever, this is comes from his writing. I think in the Deadpool movie they said it best. The writers, the real heroes here. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the writers, they create the entire thing.
Yep.
So Alex Epstein's a former writer for TV, film, other games, stuff like that, and he really likes working there the best out of all his
I just
careers.
want to point out the fact that we're already alluding his work to classics like Fahrenheit 451 and 1984.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We haven't
no,
even touched it.
absolutely.
Which are venerable beyond all
Yeah.
words.
Absolute classics. Absolute classics. So Alex Epstein, you're making an amazing game so far. What little we do know about it is fantastic, and we hope to talk to you guys soon.
I really want to thank you for doing stuff different. This is definitely a dark spin, something that so far really, I mean, we've touched in video games and stuff like that, but to put something out there
Downer.
like that, yeah.
Downer.
Don't be a downer.
Downer.
The fact that
I'll take my
it's,
happy.
It's
Or my
not
joke.
just
Joy,
a
joy.
survival horror, it's a survival psychological horror.
Yeah, got to
Yep.
eat, got to sleep, got to drink.
Yeah. So it's really good to play something so different. It's really refreshing to me. Anybody who knows, I love my indie games. I love something
yes.
that's different, kind of outside of the box. And this game is definitely outside the box, and I'm super pumped for it as well.
Oh, yeah.
So
Cannot
we happy few. Love you.
Very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you very much.
Hey, you guys, seriously, thanks for hanging out. If you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, make sure you subscribe to us. That way you don't miss any videos. We do these podcasts every week. We live stream them. If you did miss any, you had to run off, anything like that, we do post them up Wednesday as well. So you can always come back, revisit them, rewatch them. If you just thought something was really funny, you can show your friend. Yup. And
You can get it on Tuesday
if you're a Patreon. So we also have our Patreon, you guys. It's just a little bit extra, show a little support here. It allows us to keep doing this. We just hit our first goal where we did our Pokemon video. We're doing some more Pokemon videos. Our next goal is going to be $100, which we're just shy of right now. And that actually gives us a whole additional podcast that we'll be putting out for you guys.
A really cool
Really
goal,
cool
too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So definitely check everything out, you guys. If you can't support with money, just show some love. Tweet at us, follow us. That's really all we're looking for. So thanks for hanging out, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Take it easy.